Hi guys, so welcome to this masterclass on how to start a sanitary pad brand or business. So let's dive right in. Welcome to the training on starting a sanitary pad business. So this training is going to be a comprehensive one for those of you that are interested in starting a sanitary pad business, or you want to build your brand in this niche, right? And you really do not know how to go about it. So here to give you the information and to equip you with the knowledge that you need to start this business, especially with low capital. So make sure you have your book and pen to take note. For this training or for this course to be interesting and engaging, right, I had to create an imaginary sanitary brand called Baby Girl. So I generated well represented images using AI to give visual illustration. Do you get? So this is assumed to be my own brand, Baby Girl. Baby Girl is a sanitary brand that caters for feminine products, right? When it comes to sanitary products. So that is what this my brand is known for, or that is exactly what my brand does, right? So now you can see my brand color. So I chose purple for the brand color because purple represent royalty, and as a woman you are a queen. Do you get? So I want you to see yourself as the queen that you are. Number one. Then number two, you can also see that I have pink in my branding, which we all know that anything pink is associated with females, right? And this is to encourage women and ladies out there to embrace their femininity. You get? So this is what my brand represents. For the brown on their neck, that is their tie, it represents the melanin African woman. Clap for me. So when you're building a brand, you should be this thoughtful as well. Do you get? So I didn't just go to AI apps or generate anything. I planned it, scripted it, and voila, this is it. So the name of my brand is Baby Girl. You can see these are my workers and those are my products. So you're welcome to shop with us. Now, these are table of contents. There's no need to read it out because we're going to be covering the slides. So in the visual representation, you can see these beautiful ladies that just shopped from my brand, and they are coming out happy, fulfilled, loved, cared for. You get? So it's giving Baby Girl, it's giving softness, it's giving pampering. Oh Jesus. Oh, so this is what my brand is known for, Baby Girl. So I'm going to be using my brand all the way through this training. So now, what you should know about sanitary pad business. Sanitary pad business is assumed to be business that you need too much money to start, right? So let me read that because that is what this particular slide is talking about. A sanitary pad business involves selling menstrual hygiene products to women and girls. This is one of the underrated businesses out there because people think that sanitary pad business should only be sold in our street shops, market, supermarkets. 1 out of 50 people has a passion for this. You barely see someone say, oh, I want to start a sanitary pad business. So this business is a business that people do not really give a shit about. Not about the product, but about starting the business, because there are so many assumptions out there that are not so correct about the business, but it has scared a lot of people that have the dream of starting this business. Do you get? Number one is, before you start this business, you need to have a lot of money, which in this time of technology is no longer like that. Do you understand? In this time of technology, we have something we call, you start a business with small capital. With the help of technology, you grow it to bigger business. So now the sanitary pad business is one of the oldest and the most lucrative business in the world, and only a few audacious ones are building wealth in it. The commodities in this business are a daily need because different women menstruate on different dates, so it is always at the top of every woman's need. Always remember that women have the highest population in the world. So this one is self-explanatory. The sanitary pad product types. You need to understand what you are selling. Product knowledge is key. There are different type of sanitary pads, and it's important that you know them in order to choose wisely. So just like any other product, for you to venture into any business, even corporate jobs, you see them telling you you need to know product knowledge, you need to understand the product, you need to know how they work, you need to know this, you need to know that about the product, so that you'll be able to relate to your customers and interested buyers. Do you get? So it's the same thing with these sanitary pads, and you need to have at least basic knowledge of them, and this knowledge will help you to make your decision on the type that you want to go into. If you want to do all of them, if you want to do some of them. This here, regular pads, light to normal, we can see this one in our always, lady care and all of that. Heavy flow pads, fuller coverage. We can also see this here, Virony and the rest. Ultra thin pads. Yes, we can see this one on our supermarket shelves. Different brands offer this. So night pads, long and absorbent. Yeah, we have, I think Virony for me does the night pads job very well. Panty liners, we can see panty liners everywhere, daily freshness. Then organic pads, there are pads that they call organic pads, right? Organic pads are the ones that are chemical free. These ion pads, we can see them as these pads that are majorly sold in these health multi-level marketing companies. Oriflame, For How, Green Life and all of them, they have this type of pad that they tell you that it does wonders in the female reproductive system, it cures PCOS, it cures cysts, it does this, it regulates your period, and shall we believe them abi, because we used to see some reviews. So that is what this pad is all about. And also it helps in odor control. Do you get? Maternity pads, we know maternity pad, you know that pad, that one, that big one that used to come in a very big blue packet. So those are maternity pads that you usually see pregnant women have on their list when they want to give birth. It's important that you have an idea of this type of pad. For instance, you might say, okay, let me just concentrate on organic pads so that everybody that use it will be safe. It's all about safety. So it's okay, let me just do panty line. Let them just know me for panty liners. You know, very good panty liners. Then you can say, okay, let me just do night pad. You see, this night pad is very, very important because so many brands are not getting it well when it comes to night pads. You think that you wear a pad and the next thing on your bed, you're soaked with blood. These night pads, people will also use it as day pad. There are people that have heavy flu. If you have this kind of products and it's very efficient, effective, people will come for it. Then the rest, we see regular pads and all of that. So that is all you need to know about this. So low capital business models. This place is telling you that now you can start your sanitary pad with very tight budget. So these are the powerful business models. There are 3 business models I discuss in this course, and they are subscription care box, bundle offers, wholesale or bulk selling. You can decide to do all of them. You can decide to do 2 of them. You can decide to do 1. Subscription care box. Subscription box is a business model where the buyer gets products on a daily or monthly basis. For the sanitary pad business, it is a feminine care box where customers get a monthly supply of pads. Now, in this subscription box model, customers not only get the pads as the product, but they also get that beautiful and exciting experience as well. A box is delivered to you with so many goodies inside. But the idea of subscription box is not just for you to get the product. The idea of subscription box is for you to get the product and also have a wonderful experience. People are so excited when it gets to them receiving their subscription boxes. And brands using these subscription boxes are really making it. And one thing about subscription businesses, if you're very intentional about it, trust me, you're going to build a very good, strong brand with a very large community, because everybody loves excitement, everybody loves happiness. These are the things that subscription boxes brings to the receivers. Do you get? Or to the subscribers. Now, Making it a feminine care box symbolizes empathy, care, love, acknowledgement, royalty, softness, pampering, kindness, and good intention. You know, women go through so much pain and health wreckage when it's that time of the month, and that is why the feminine care box should contain beautiful, thoughtful, and intentional items packed with love. You can decide to target all the women, or you can also decide to niche down to say, okay, let me just concentrate on postpartum moms. Apart from the sanitary pad that you put in the box, there are also other things that should be in the box. You can put things like cookies, chocolates, sleep iPads, hair clips, lipsticks, lip balms, facial towels, mugs, health teas, hand creams, panty liners, feminine wash, mouthwash, scented candles, reed diffuser, test kit, handwritten notes, edible nuts, bouquets, pyjamas, etc. It's not compulsory that you put every of these things. I'm just giving you a clue of the kind of things that should be in the box. These are the things that excite your receivers. These are the things that symbolizes care, love, that symbolizes pampering, softness, femininity, and all of that. Do you get? So, like I said, everything in the box should be about the receiver. Your main goal is to make sure they are happy. A good product plus a wow experience is equals to a happy returning customer, and a happy returning customer means that more money in the bank. Reasons for using subscription box models. Some of the reasons why it is advisable to sell your sanitary pad using the subscription box models are recurring income. Number one, this recurring income means that money will be coming. Do you understand? It's not like a one time thing. It's something that is consistent. Do you get? Then the second one is returning customers. Once your customers are happy, you see them returning. Once your customers are satisfied, you see them returning. Number three is good branding. Good branding always stand out. Do you get? And once you have good branding, you are always significant, you are noticed even in the crowd. Do you get? That is what good branding does for you. So if you have a good branding, trust me, you'll be noticed before any other brand. Storytelling. In fact, as a subscription box, it already tells the story. So lasting experience. You will always be remembered. Imagine you telling your friend that, do you know that I subscribe to baby girl monthly subscription, right? And I receive my box. Or more, if you see what I got. You see, once your customer or your receiver or your subscriber is very happy, they keep telling other people and they keep reminiscing the thing. They're always talking about the experience, they're always remembering it. That is what feminine care box does for your brand. So for this wordiness, as long as you're giving your customers what they want, effective products plus a very good and beautiful experience, you see, no matter what the cost of your products are, they don't even care. Number seven, customer centricity. It's all about your customers. So number eight, encourage femininity. Remember, we're in the soft gear era, pampering era. Feminine care box encourages femininity. It reminds you that you're still a baby girl. Number nine, brand visibility and growth. Subscription box model gives your brand good visibility, and with that visibility, you see your brand growing. So feminine care boxes can also be used as gift boxes. They are not only meant for ladies to subscribe. Giving someone a feminine care box is a very thoughtful gesture that do not only signify care but also love, empathy, and kindness. Husbands can spoil and pamper their wives with well-curated feminine care boxes. So in my illustration, you will see a husband and wife and their children. Their children are watching Coco Melon. Then you can see the husband calling my brand, right? This is my customer service representative. So the husband is calling my representative to order a care box for the wife, and the wife is gushing. She's so happy. She married an intentional man, you see. And the intentional man is shopping from my brand, the baby girl brand, right? So the wife is so happy. So this shows that Feminine care box can do a lot. Do you get? So here you can also gift it to your fiancés, to your girlfriends during dating and courtship. Oh, you're so sweet. She's so happy. If you're looking for something that you can give to your colleagues, siblings, friends during anniversaries or some kind of event, then feminine care box is the answer. So all this slide is making you to understand that running a subscription business model for your sanitary pad business is bomb. Like, it's going to do so much magic in people's lives. Now you're not just selling products, you are connecting people, you're giving them experiences. So how to start with little capital? I know this modesty look ambiguous to you, especially in the financial aspect. Starting this business is very possible with small capital, strategy, and a determination to succeed. Now, let's look at the things that involve finance or expenses in starting the business. Some of them are opening stock, that is your capital, business name registration, content gadgets, ambience, items in the box, packaging, and ads buying. Starting small. So now let's break it down to how we can start small despite all those financial involvement. To start the subscription model, you do not need to stock the product, especially when you are on a lean budget. What you need for a start are samples. Get some samples from different suppliers and manufacturers. Test them to confirm what you feel or observe. Also try to send out test products, that is sample, to few friends and family to also get their unbiased feedbacks. This step is important because out of the samples you get, you will have to pick the best and start making your content and creating awareness with it. The best sample is a representation of your stock, so you only need a few pieces to create one or two boxes. What you need here is just sample. You can see that you do not need any bulk stock or any big amount of money to stock. You only need few samples. For your packaging, you can actually get few branded boxes from a printing press. This is for your launch sample. Make sure the printer is the person you would love to work with for some time, especially if you understand the language of a startup founder who is on a tight budget. So for your packaging, I know some of you say, okay, how am I going to do my branded package? You only need one or two, okay, let me say two or three boxes, branded boxes, and any of these printing press can actually do the work for you. They will understand that this is a sample for a business that you're working on. So you do not need to stock any product, you don't need to stock it, you don't need to have it on ground. Just have few samples, have your boxes ready, and that is it. For your ambience, you can start from the corner of your room or use a room in your house. You don't need a shop. For someone that is starting small, you do not need a shop, you do not need an outlet, you don't need to go and rent any space in any plaza. Start from the comfort of your home. If you're living in a room, please use a corner in your house, dedicate a particular wall in your house and use it for your content, and use it for your business, and use it for building your brand. But if you live in an apartment, maybe a 2-bedroom apartment or 3-bedroom apartment, you can convert a room to use for your business. So now you can see that we've cut down on that. Now for the ambience, you know that this is a soft business. This business is all about aesthetics. So you need to make sure that whichever space you're using is finely decorated, and we're going to do it on a budget. Get a beautiful paint color. It could be white or your brand color, or better still, you can also use a wallpaper. I'm not saying you should wrap the whole of your house, just that wall, that corner that you're using for this business, that is the corner that you will paint so that it will be beautiful. Do you get a desk as a founder? Yes, you'll be needing desks, but if you don't have desks, you can also get a fine bean bag that can also serve as a sofa. A bright light, all these LED can also serve. A bright light, few wall decors. These days you do not even need to buy home decors from vendors. You can go on Canva and make your own design, print it out and frame it, and you have your own wall decors. Then for your business registration, you don't need to start registering your business as LTD or any other one. Just register it as a business name unless you have the fund to do so. Then for content gadgets, your smartphone, and make sure that your smartphone has a good camera, because hey, subscription is all about aesthetics. The pictures need to look beautiful, appealing, it needs to look attractive. Do you get? So that is why you need a very fine camera quality. Then your tripod, if you don't have tripod, you know how to improvise for that one. So for the items that are included in the box, you can source for them around you to fill your sample boxes. So you do not necessarily need to go and meet wholesalers to buy these things. Just in supermarkets, some other places, you can actually get these things, fill your sample boxes, and here you have your feminine care box ready for launch. Then your art buying is very compulsory. You must run ads. I advise this because ads will help you to reach a wider audience. So now you see that with this breakdown, you can actually start on a little capital. So the second model we can use to start our sanitary pad brand with small investment is the bundle offer model. We can see this type of business model in supermarkets, on e-commerce websites like Konga, Jumia, even those days where we have deal day. Deal dey do a lot of bundle or combo offers, and you can actually use it to start your own sanitary pad brand with little capital. Now this is a business model where you sell products in combo at a discounted price. It is a very powerful business model because it creates this mindset of let me cheat the seller, which propels them to massively buy the product as the offer is too good. You know, in bundle you bring a lot of things and you put a price, so people always assume that wow, okay, let me cheat this, it's too affordable, let me cheat, let me hurry up. So they assume that they are cheating you, buying it cheaper. So that is the mindset this bundle offer gives to the buyers, and is a very good and powerful way for you to use it to start your own sanitary pad business, especially when you're on low budget. For a sanitary pad brand, you can do product combos to create an irresistible offer. For instance, so I had to come up with this imaginary offer: 5 packs of ultra feel plus 5 packs of night fresh plus 2 packs of wipes. All these are combo offer. Then I now added 30% discount. So imagine when you see this type of offer from a brand that is well known for their good quality sanitary pad, you will rush it. Do you get? Undirected power of bundle offer. As a sanitary pad business owner, this model will leave your shelves empty because those offers come with urgency to purchase as stock lasts or limited supply. A good quality sanitary pad is highly sought after, and when users find out how good it is plus the unbelievable offers, you are sold out. And on the shelves, you can also see that the products are in a kind of grouped manner, which shows that it is a product combo thing. Plus this tags shows you that the tags are the ones in pink. They show you that there is a percentage discount when you even buy the combo. That is what bundle offer is all about. How to start small in bundle offer model. You do not need much like in the case of subscription box model. What you need more in this model is products to create bundle offers. For your stock, you only need a few units or pieces to create awareness and launch with. So the money that you use to stock up will be from your customer. What this line is saying is that unlike subscription box model where you have to put orishirishi in the box, including your product, that is the sanitary pad, you don't need to go and look for any branded box or anything for this. Do you get? You launch with few pieces or sample products. You get? Just like the subscription model, you do not need to put in so much money to stock products. Then you stock the product with their money as soon as the pre-launch orders start coming. Okay, so when you get these samples, you use them to create your awareness, create your content, talk about your products. Then you start planning your launch. And remember that before the actual launch, you have pre-launch. Pre-launch is where you have wait list of people that want to take part or participate in the early bird discount. These are the people that you use their money to launch your business. First 50 people that will pay will get a discount or so. You find out that people will start paying. So as they are paying you, you are using it to order for the products. And as the products are coming, you are showing them more of the product and they are getting excited. It's also a motivation for other people to make their payments. That is the way you start your own sanitary pad business with bundle offer model. Do you get? So now you've seen that you don't even need money to stock. All this is just for you to do something different from what other people are doing. You don't need to sell the part just like what that shop in your street is doing, right? You don't need to sell it like the supermarket where you walk into the supermarket and pick one on the shelf. Recreate, do something that people have never seen before, do something that excites people, do something that gives people another different feeling. Bundle offer model does a lot of sales magic, especially when the product bangs. Buyers are always glued to your website, social media pages, just to make sure they pick without missing out on the offer. This model is always used by the big supermarkets and e-commerce companies to sell out fast. Shoprite did this a lot. If you go to places like Port Harcourt, you see it in Spar offer this a lot. You see it on Jumia, Konga and the rest of them. So the last one is the wholesale or bulk selling. This is the selling of products in cartons or large quantities to resellers or end users. This model is good for those who have their capital ready to invest in the business, but you can also start this with small capital. For this model, you target resellers, personal users that stocks in bulk, schools, beauty centers like spas and beauty clinics where women are the target audience, event planners for souvenirs, clinics, hotels, etc. For this model, it is advisable to private label or rebrand your products so that they won't be easily sourced elsewhere. It involves selling the goods in larger quantities, which means that you need to have your product in large quantities to be able to supply to people in cartons and in large quantities or bulk orders. Do you get? So you can actually use this to start your own sanitary pad business, but if you do not have money for this, you can as well start this with small capital. For this particular one, you cannot just come with one sample and say, oh, I'm supplying, I'm a wholesaler, I'm this one, I'm that one. They won't believe you because they'll be like, okay, so where are the products? Where are your sanitary pads? You need to have some good quantities in display for them to be convinced able to buy, even if it's one carton. You can even start with 50 pieces. There's a way you will bring these things in 50 pieces, like you display it, you talk about it, you call on for wholesalers. You assume that you still have more in your warehouse or in your store, and having this thing in that kind of number also shows that you have the capacity to supply no matter the quantity they want. You can see what I'm talking about. This image tells you everything that I've been explaining, right? You can see this lady, she have few cartons and I'm sure she's going for delivery somewhere. So maybe she got a contract to supply somewhere, and you can see that she's putting these things in her car to go for the supply. Now, how to start small? For starting small in this model, you also need some samples. The samples used in this model could be a bit bulky because it involves sending or giving away some to random people to test and give feedbacks, which build trust and credibility for your brand. The customers in this model are the heavy investors. They buy in bulk for different purposes, and that is why it is important to get good quality sanitary pads. Now for your packaging and branding, product presentation. Good packaging builds trust, make your brand stand out and memorable, encourages repeated purchase. If you have good packaging, people will trust you instantly because they know that for you to be this intentional, that means you've put a lot of work, a lot of effort, resources. So that is why you gain trust instantly, and your brand also stand out and memorable. So anywhere your brand is, even in the crowd, it gets noticed. It encourages repeated purchase. Yeah. And then for branding essentials, your brand name, you can see my own brand name, Baby Girl. You can see it is relatable, it fits the brand. Baby Girl tells its own story. If they say, okay, talk about baby girl or describe baby girl, you're going to be talking about femininity, soft, pampering, beautiful woman, right? So for brand colors, you can see I chose purple and pink. Purple represents royalty, which makes any woman a queen. Then pink, femininity. It stylish and it complements the name baby girl. Even the name baby girl alone tells you the brand message. Do you get? Then consistency. You can see that I'm consistent here. my color, everything. And for pricing and profit, the price of a product should be worth it. A good product and beautiful experience will always make people buy without questioning. There is a scarcity of good quality sanitary pad, which is very true. Honestly, there's a scarcity, and people are really out there looking out for good brands that they can use. So this is the perfect time for you to launch your own good brand, for you to launch that very banging brand, for you to launch that quality sanitary pad. You get? Then for here, there are also some factors you need to consider before tagging your price. Cost, price, packaging and shipping, you have to take note so that you don't undersell. What you shouldn't do: underpricing to make it look cheaper, hoping that the underprice will bring a flock of customers. Cheap products do not guarantee massive sales. This one, everybody know that one. Then sanitary pad can be sold by both male and female. So in case you're watching this and you're a male and you're like, ah, this thing na women thing, no, both male and female can launch a sanitary pad business and do well in it. So it's not gender based. This business, if done well, will make you a lot of money. This is all about how to start a sanitary pad brand. In the next training or course, I will discuss on how to find a trusted and good supplier or manufacturer. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of this training. Let me know in the comment section which of the models you would like to use to start your own sanitary pad brand and why you think that is the best for you. Thank you guys for sticking to the end. See you in my next video. Bye.